All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. The heck is going on? Happy Friday. Nice to have a little weekend here.
Woohoo.
Good stuff. What's your big plan this weekend, Virginia?
I am hosting at my house a wine party for my girlfriend Kendra. And she is selling these wines that are like low sugar, low chemicals, like better for you wines.
Okay.
And so she sells them and she makes a little cut off of each one. And that's kind of like her side hustle. And I'm hosting a party at my house where everybody can try the wines and buy them if they want. Don't buy them if they don't want. I'm getting a taco bar.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's the way to do it.
And it's for the ladies, no men.
Okay, taco for the tacos, huh?
Nice.
Okay.
Meat tacos for the pink tacos.
Boy, you're turning me on.
Do a little bit of football action this weekend. There's going to be so many great games. Really excited for the Canes Texas A&M game tomorrow. It should be fun. And FAU playing my alma mater, OU.
Hoo-hoo.
High University. That'll be kind of cool. So all excited for all that stuff going on. Bert, I'm sure you're going to be doing horror movie stuff for the KVJ horror movie this weekend.
Balls deep in the horror movie.
Okay.
We are in the midst of our war.
Okay, the war, huh?
But we will win this thing.
All right.
Yeah, just a lot of we're just the balls deep in it.
How much percentage would you say you're done shooting?
85%.
Okay.
All right.
And then I know you've already started editing too. How
Yeah.
much percentage of that are you done?
A little less, but the editing will take a lot quicker than the shooting's the motherfucker.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, people keep canceling. It's been actors, Virginia.
This bitch didn't cancel.
No, she's been great, Kev. She's been awesome.
Easy as anything, huh?
Real treat.
Real professional. Yeah. Angie in the Pizzle said, first, I just want to say how much I love you guys. Been listening since we moved here almost 17 years ago. That's awesome. She said, I tell everyone that you guys are my best friends, but you just don't know it yet.
Aw,
Okay.
We're ready, girl. Let's meet.
She said, October 21st is my birthday, and all I want is to be able to get tickets to see the KVJ horror movie. I've missed out on tickets to the live podcasts, so I'm super worried about missing this. My wonderful husband, he's a coon-ass like Virginia, is on board with taking me. Please, please, please let me know when I can buy tickets.
Aw, we will know next week. They're just working out the legal stuff, and our bosses want a contract from the venue, and the venue is like, well, we're just giving you the venue for free. We don't need a contract, but our bosses want a contract to protect, the corporation. I get it.
Yeah.
So next week, we will have that contract from the venue, and then hopefully our legal department will look at it, sign off on it, and then we'll be able to start selling tickets immediately.
Okay.
And hopefully, if all things go as we're planning, it will be for Little Smiles and for the charitable foundation of the venue. So it'll be a charity event, this horror movie. And I mean, that's just your ticket goes to help little sick kids.
I love it. That's what it's about.
That is exactly what it's about.
Yeah, that's very cool. Got an email here from Rose. She said, I know you're going to be showing the KVJ horror movie at a theater, but I live in New Jersey and I want to see it. Will it be posted on YouTube the same day, or will I have to wait a day or two to see it?
You're gonna have to wait a couple days to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only going to be shown to the people that come out for the first couple days, and then it'll be probably out on YouTube the 25th, 26th, around
Right before
there.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's got them all up there, too. If you haven't seen them, go back and watch them. This is the 5th one that Steven Cheeseburg has directed.
That's right,
We're at
yeah.
5 now.
This is 5. This is
Dang.
like a legacy.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. About every year now.
And some are saying this is Virginia's best work ever.
That's what they're saying, huh?
Nobody's saying.
No one's saying that at all.
My best work was when I was hammered and me and Panda were in a real fight.
God, that was uncomfortable. That was so uncomfortable.
Because the passion and the anger was real.
I wanted to get that shit over with. And you know me, I like to overstay and shoot everything. I wanted to get the fuck out of there.
He does so many retakes.
No, just different angles.
Yeah, you know. But that's the way accomplished director does it, Virginia.
I know. I'm just a bitchy actress.
I mean, Ralston gets there, nails his lines, doesn't bitch at all. Just fucking professional.
No headaches.
God, this one over here, the fucking human Cheeto, wearing nothing but orange.
No one's going to hit me. I'm safety orange.
That's right. I got Jennifer here. She sent an email about how she scarred her child. She said, when my kids were about 4 and 5, my husband had come back from deployment from the Navy, and he brought back Men in Black VHS. It was in the original case. My kids love this movie, so I put it on. I go to make breakfast. A few minutes later, my son comes in claiming, Mommy, this isn't Men in Black. I say, you know what? It's the previews. Just give it a minute. The movie will come on. Then a few minutes later, my daughter comes in. She says the same thing. So I sent her back. I'm like, no, keep watching. Like it'll be in there.
Oh no! What was it?
Next, they both come in while I'm cooking, and they're both adamant. Be like, this is not Men in Black. So I walk out into the living room, and I find a woman on her knees giving head to a large black man. I jammed the VCR trying to get it to stop, and it wouldn't. The only way to get it to stop was unplugging the TV. Well, later that day, we're in Blockbuster, and I ask him, hey, we rented Men in Black, and I don't think it's Men in Black. And then my 4-year-old daughter yells in this crowded Blockbuster, yeah, only if it's the real Men in Black. That's what we want. I don't want to see that lady licking that man's pee-pee again.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
How about that? Yeah. Don't want to see that again. That's what Mommy usually shows us.
That is something.
Oh my.
How about that?
Do you remember that when you were a little kid, you'd go to the rental store and you'd see the naughty section in the background?
Behind the curtain.
Yeah, or behind the little
You always try to
saloon
sneak a peek
doors.
as you
There's
walk
a
by.
partition, but it's
Yeah.
like crappy.
The guy would walk back and the door would swing. Oh, I think I just saw a titty.
Yeah.
One titty. Yeah, memories.
Christina, she said, well, she finally made it into a song, Virginia did. It's a track called Hiding in the Bushes. You got to listen to this one verse. It's by YAS featuring Tiffany Pollard.
Oh, New York.
I know New York.
Yeah, she was Flava Flav's old love.
I think, is Tiffany Pollard going to be on that new reality show, Villains on E? I got to look that up.
I was going to say, you're looking for an answer in here?
Oh, there's a new reality show going to be on E called Villains. It premieres in October, and I am so wet with excitement.
That doesn't sound scripted and contrived at all.
I know, right?
Whatever.
I'm sure they're going to be really upset, Kevin, about all these crazy things that happen to them.
Everything's real in reality.
They won't
It's got
believe.
real in the name.
Gosh, how the fuck do you fall for that horse shit? I mean,
Loves it. So, yeah, just the verse Tiffany is singing is Virginia to a T. Listen to it.
I'ma hack your computer, I'ma egg your house. I don't do cardio, but I'ma run my mouth. I'ma hide in the bushes so you scared to come out. And let everybody know that you use me for clout. Bitch, buy this bitch independent. I can have another you in a New York minute, bitch. You ain't shit.
I've heard that before. That's amazing.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Virginia to a T. He says, very nice. Oh, got a little bit of a follow-up, too. Yesterday, as we were closing out the regular show, we had an interesting story about somebody thanking these 4 people that rescued them on the Chattahoochee River. Apparently, they'd missed their little floating exit and were way far away from their car, and they had this boat, and they picked them up and took them in the boat all the way back to their car for 20 minutes and wrote a poem.
Yeah, while they were getting rescued, the guy wrote them a poem, and then it sounds like they all hung out around a campfire.
Yeah, and then I was just like, listen to the poem. I'm like, all right, somebody here had to be high. And Debbie said, yeah, that was my daughter who was rescued from the river. And yes, pot was involved, and so was alcohol. They had no munchies to survive on, though, so this child of mine. So
That's funny.
I thought that might have been inspired by the ganj, and it was. Tyler from Port St. Lucie is asking the question, you guys were talking a little bit about love and marriage today, and is it really even necessary? Why should a piece of paper show how committed you are to someone?
Amen.
Other than maybe saving money on taxes, what are the true benefits to marriage?
It's so much like negative and a couple positive. Like, I told Magnolia, just don't do that. Just live with somebody until you don't like each other anymore so you can move out and you don't have all kinds of drama.
I think for some people, it just, it solidifies a deeper bond than just you're showing, you go that extra level to really say, I love you so much, motherfucker. Let's get married.
Yeah, I had heard the explanation that, marriage is really tough to get out of. And so it is making a deeper commitment. You're really rolling the dice and saying, okay, I can't imagine my life ever without this person, and I never want to spend a day without them. And
that's what it is.
And that's what it is. But to me, it is reserved for the upper echelon of relationships and commitments. And it is too often entered into with not a lot of thought. And a lot of people don't have that mindset when they take it on, and that's what I think the problem is. So in a sense, they've torn down what marriage, really should be.
9 out of 10 married couples, they say the same thing. No, I love being married. It's a lot of work, though.
Yeah, it
I love it,
is.
though. No, it's great, but it's a lot of work.
There are benefits.
There are ups and downs.
There are definitely benefits, and then just to know that you got a ride or die, that's awesome. If you need that, but I'm just trying to raise a daughter that doesn't need that.
And for some people, they don't have to have that to have a ride or die. And I agree. You don't need a piece of paper to have a ride or die. But I get why people do have the piece of paper to even, like to your point, Kev, say, I'm really in this motherfucker. I love you this much. I'm putting it all on you.
Yeah.
We can go down in flames.
I'm
and that's
showing
how much
you just how locked into this I am, that through the good and bad, I'm going to ride out life with you.
I'm showing you that in 7 years, when you completely change your whole entire personality, you can take half my shit.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. You just have to say that, hey, we are going to change. We're going to be different. We're going to try to change together in the same kind of ways, or at least still appreciate who we become. And I'm going to give it a shot. But I do think that it is true. It is really reserved for more of an elite few.
I'll tell you who. Kevin Bacon and his wife, Kira Sedgwick.
That was a
Sedgwick.
Yeah, Kira Sedgwick. Yeah, did you saw the photo of them from 35 years ago, and man, they seem like they're still just goofy in love and love being together all the time.
I usually don't believe celebrities bullshit, but I really believe that they are soulmate people. They look like they love it. They're still singing with each other.
They did a
in the
video not
bar
long
and
ago.
shit.
Yeah,
You don't do that if you hate people.
No.
And that's amazing. And
But just remember, they're actors.
I hear you, and I usually don't try to fall for that. But for whatever reason,
I fall for reality TV. You fall for
but
actors.
acting or not, they've been together for 35 years.
They're kind of putting up or shut up. To
Yeah,
me,
they're doing the
look,
work.
35 years. I just saw a video with them. They're singing a song.
Yeah.
Being all cringy together.
Right.
In a farm. Like, that's what you do. Year one with each other. They're doing it years later.
Yeah.
I like Kevin Bacon. Step off.
I like bacon.
Got an email from Tanya. She said, I remember some months ago, Kevin wanted to buy an electric tooth cleaner. Did he buy it? Is it good? What was the, I don't know if I remember
gave you
that.
an electric toothbrush. Do you use it?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
I love it. It is a different game. To me, I feel a difference on just how that thing spins and what it does.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in my head, but I feel like my teeth feel cleaner every time I brush now.
I do
love
too.
It.
I love
love
it. I think the vibration shakes more stuff loose, and the older you get, the more your gums recede and you just have more gaps. So the more you can shake stuff out of your gap, the better you are.
Guys, everything just goes to shit, doesn't it? The older you get.
It's tough, right? Holding it together.
Humans turn so gross.
Now you know why Grandma complains so much.
I get it.
Yeah. How often do you have to change your batteries out? Are you doing that? because I'm kind of burning through them about every 2 weeks, I think, probably.
You brush hard, dog.
Yeah, you do.
I kind of do, yeah.
Is someone using that thing when you're not around for other purposes?
I hope not.
And do you have a prep for your whole toothpaste, like the whole kind of like you do for this show? Where first I got my floss, then we go into.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I've got sequencing because it's kind of timed out where I do this, and then as I'm doing the mouthwash, because you need to kind of just stand there. That's when I get my vitamins out of all the different bottles. So I save time as I'm swishing. I'm taking the vitamins out of the bottles.
Why do vitamins smell like piss?
Why do vitamins smell like piss?
I think a lot of the fish oil ones smell like gross fish, and maybe fish smells like piss.
I think it's the other way. I think that a lot of times my piss will smell like vitamins.
I feel like vitamins smells like piss, like weird alleyway.
Huh.
I don't know. No,
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's pissing in your vitamin.
Yeah.
Your brother's like, that fuck face.
He got vitamin P.
Hey, score 1 for big tuna.
Yeah, funny. I'll take the vitamins.
Side note, your spin brush, the Crest spin brush, if you're going through batteries really fast, you should just know that it's a poor woman's vibrator.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, those can be used for clitoral stimulation. Now, not the brush part, but the handle part.
Yeah, I mean, if you nicked it if you put it on your dick, I'm sure it'd probably feel pretty good.
Put it on your taint.
Put it on your dick.
Okay.
Just
All
like
right.
you brush, put it on your dick. Brush.
Yeah, I was wondering every time I brush, I smell pussy.
Your wife is getting off on your spin brush.
How that would be? I mean, I can't. Well, these batteries are going so
Look,
quick.
some girls are on a budget. You got to do what you got to do. That rabbit's expensive, but a spin brush is $8.99.
Kevin, she's so not off on this. There's definitely people that walk this earth that figure themselves with a toothbrush.
Would you be mad
Yeah.
if you found out that your wife and your mother-in-law both had used your spin brush?
Easy now.
Oh, what is she
That's-
doing?
yeah,
I know.
that's-
She goes.
Wow.
She crosses that line, Kev.
Yeah, that's like.
Sorry.
You hired her.
Right. Oof.
It's fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why is she always trying to make us feel uncomfortable with our family?
I don't know. I was like, all right. Now, this is a little crazy to me, but apparently there is this former hoe that be making a lot of dough. 46-year-old sex therapist Olivia Bentley. She now lives in Boise, Idaho. She
lives in Idaho.
Idaho. And she used to work at that Moonlight Bunny Ranch,
Yes, we know it very well.
the
With-
legal
Yeah.
brothel in Nevada. She apparently is a sex therapist, but will often sleep with her clients. She said, I get physically involved with the majority of the people I see. I think that's part of the appeal, and I have saved marriages.
What?
She has spent 15 years as a sex worker and said that women have requested that she demo sex acts on their husbands. And she said she obliges and provides her sexual services as a method of uniting the married couple with one another on a sexual level.
Oh, these husbands are like, this is awesome.
This is some HBO real sex shit right here.
Bentley also said that women give their husbands a hall pass to sleep with her. Bentley said she picked up her sexual tricks while employed there at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. And she said she sees roughly 10 clients each week and earns about $500,000 a year for sleeping with their married couple. She makes $500,000 a year.
Did you ever see any of what that bunny ranch looked like? Either one of you?
Oh, yeah. I saw the whole documentary.
It's one of those things where it looks nice, but it doesn't look nice. It looks shitty, but nice, but shitty.
It looks like it was nice when it was first built, but they haven't really cleaned it thoroughly in like, I don't know, 15 years.
It's almost like you can't get all of the come off.
You can never get all the cum off.
Yeah,
There's so much
it looks
cum.
nice. It's on a
Yeah.
nice ranch, but you ever have that where something it's nice, but it's got a
You need to clean that place with like a putty knife.
Yeah, it was seedy nice.
Yeah.
Seedy nice.
It just has that essence.
That's how the hotel that I stayed at this weekend in Orlando was.
Seedy nice.
Yeah, you could tell like back when they built it, it was nice. But now it's just not. Time, and they did nothing to keep up with it. So everything's all scuffed. Everything's just weathered.
Yes.
They haven't fixed anything. But
you recognize
back
it's
in the
nice,
day,
though.
it was built nice, but they've put no reinvestment into the property.
And they would have it, the ladies would line up, Kev, and then, the customers would come in and there'd be fights between the girls. If, one girl, like if a newbie would come around and kind of,
Be young and hot.
yeah, and kind of wear out her welcome a little bit. The other ones that were there there'd always be fights. I mean, that show was good.
Good show, huh? I
did.
could see. I mean, I can only imagine how much drama goes on.
Well, that was real drama. That was real shit
That
going
was
on.
real.
Yeah.
That was not a reality show. That was not fake. Those girls were really hookers.
It was on HBO.
It was good.
And then the guy that ran it was gross. Dennis, I think his name was.
Yeah. Is he dead? I think he's
I think
dead.
he is, but he'd walk around like he was hot shit.
He did.
And I guess he was because he owned it. And
Yeah.
all the ladies would, oh, Dennis.
Oh, they probably all had to S his D.
Every one of them.
And he's got a stinky one.
Just low balls, Kev.
Yeah.
Low balls.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
You saw the whole thing. Like, they would test those girls weekly for STDs.
Yeah.
And you got to watch, like, the girls go in there and get tested. And, like,
But to me,
they would all
though-
stand in line to get tested. And they didn't know if they were going to be clean or not. So it was kind of like a moment of truth each week.
Well, I feel like if you are keeping it moving for a week, even if you're getting tested, there's still an opportunity where something could happen.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
You know.
You could still have, like, a sore that's just dormant. It hasn't popped out yet.
Wow.
I mean, think about all that. Just the girl you talked about. She's doing how many people a day? 5 days a week? The numbers.
Yeah.
You're gonna be putting your mouth on somebody's dick that's got a STD.
But, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure she uses rubbers.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times they do in the
There'd
sex
have to be
working
something, yeah.
industry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to Virginia's point,
But the rubber don't cover everything.
it doesn't. No, there's no 100% out there.
You just like spray somebody down with latex and have it harden and then go after it.
And even then, holes, microscopic.
Yeah.
Well, what if he's got like sores at the base of his dick and you don't see him and the rubber doesn't go down all that way?
Or what if she is got?
Internal sores.
I asked Kevin. Internal sores.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, all right, can we stop? What are you're taking me down a fucking dark road, dog.
On a Friday, I'm fucking up your weekend.
You're fucking everyone's weekend up.
Yeah.
You're fucking Kevin up. You're fucking me up. The
Yeah.
chat room's weirded
This
out.
went south.
And
I don't like this anymore,
I
mommy.
was going along with it. She had me in a trance.
Yeah.
Fuck that. She's wearing this bright orange.
Yeah.
It's got me twisted.
She reeled you in, huh?
She did.
Orange witch.
Yeah, Amy, in the chat, she said, yeah, I just had to explain the ATS to my dad as he walked by.
Oh, sorry,
Good luck.
Dad.
How do you even explain that?
You know,
Yeah.
put it on pause.
Yeah. Boy, I gotta tell you, Leo DiCaprio, man, he's still getting after it.
He gets older, they just stay the same age.
Unreal, still in the 25-year game. Yeah, he was just seen at a club in Ibiza, Spain. I mean, first of all, a couple impressive things here. I mean, he's pretty much my age. And I can't even imagine. It was 4:30 in the morning. He's in a nightclub in Ibiza, Spain, which I hear that sentence and I get tired. I'm just like, oh my gosh, 4:30 a.m., club at Ibiza.
Oh.
He is kissing this 25-year-old model girlfriend of his. At least they think that that's his girlfriend. They've been seen together a good bit, but the thing they don't know, she married a club DJ in 2020, and there's no word if she's divorced or separated. So I don't know if she's got a hall pass for Leo, but yeah, he really doesn't go over the age of 25, does he?
Why would he?
Well, and I'm
It's
looking
what
at
he likes.
Well, yeah, I hear you, but
He's got a type.
for me, I'm looking at the parallels. I'm like, gosh, my daughter's 25. Her friends are 25. So I'm like, that would be me out in a busy, loud club at 4:30 in the morning making out with one of my daughter's friends.
And your life
like,
and
oof.
perspective is completely
It is.
different. Like he has a different.
He's Peter Pan. He's never had to grow up.
Yeah.
He's just stayed 25.
Yeah, and maybe it only really makes it creepy if you've got a daughter that age. If you don't, you've never been married, don't have kids,
He
then you're
don't.
like, yeah, then maybe it's
It's not creepy to
maybe
him.
maybe it's not creepy. Is
To
that
him,
not
it's
creepy at that point?
consistency.
Yeah.
He's just consistent.
Yeah, so maybe it's all good. Crazy. So, Good for him, I guess.
Oh, he's loving it.
Yeah, he's just wakes up smiling. Can't wait to see who he's gonna pound that day.
He ain't got any hang-ups with his lifestyle.
No.
No, I wonder honestly, what is it really like to be Leo DiCaprio?
You have no idea.
No, I really don't. It's just it is kind of amazing when you just start kind of getting a bit of a taste of, what those.
He doesn't live in the
how they
real
live,
world.
what it's like.
His mind, his his sensibility, it's all so warped and different, and he just don't think like you. And
Yeah.
you can't put your sensibilities on his situation because he doesn't have to think about the things you have to think about.
Think about someone like a Leo DiCaprio or a Tom Cruise. They have been mega stars since they were young.
Yeah.
Especially Tom Cruise. People you're out of touch. There's no way you can be in touch with your fellow human when you are put up. I mean, you that kind of fandom and that kind of people just loving you like a god.
Right.
That's not normal. That's not natural for a person to have or go through. I'm not saying, oh, whoa, it's me, but that's going to make you an off person.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is really interesting to say. There's no way they could ever stay grounded with what it's like.
No.
In real life. They just have no concept.
And your rules don't apply to them. They
Yeah.
have so much money and they have built, at this age that he is, I've heard this from people, he has built an infrastructure to protect him, to cater to him, to give him exactly what he needs when he needs it. And they know exactly what they have to do for Leo. And it happens every day the exact way he wants it to.
It is pretty crazy, though, just what we do as a society with celebrity and
Yeah.
that kind of entertainment and what
Yeah.
we treat people like gods as a whole for some reason. And a lot of times, if you really break it down and think about it, I don't know if it's warranted. Just because you do a movie. Or
No,
just because
I really, I do. I think so many things in life are just so out of whack. When you talk about money and wealth and fame and whatever. And yeah, I mean, you boil it down to the core of the human being and their humanity and who they are. And they're not really any different than anybody else. Life has, I don't know, it's a gift for them.
We love
they
to
just wound up in that lane.
We just love to be entertained as a species, and for whatever reason, at least in modern society, we put celebrities up to where people will act like they're gods because they've memorized lines. And I'm not trying to sound like one of those haters. It's crazy just what we put up and say, this is the standard, this is the mark. I think there's been a bit of a turn with that. People are kind of questioning that. Going, just because you do a movie or you write a song, that doesn't mean you are superpower.
Right.
But I don't know. Society says you are.
I hear you. It's just
it's weird.
It's crazy, their life and their lifestyle. It's fascinating. I honestly don't even think I would want it, but I am fascinated to hear the stories.
Well, look at Dave Chappelle. Keanu Reeves, Dave Chappelle. They've kind of carved out humble lives for themselves as far as the way they go about. They're different than a Tom Cruise. They're different than like a Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
To me, Justin Bieber, Tom Cruise, they're Coke, they're Pepsi, they're a corporation almost. They're not even human.
Right. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. I mean, just hearing that stuff and just even the stories that I get, from my daughter Caitlin with her job. It's just like, wow, it's so fascinating, that whole world. And what you do and where you wind up with and who's around you. It's pretty fascinating.
Even some of you hang out with rich people sometimes. When they're super, super rich, they're just different.
Sometimes. And, if they're really, really different, I don't think I could run with them. I think for me, I like what's impressive to me is the super wealthy person, which I know a few of them, but they're just still normal and they're just cool. And then that is just amazing.
Yeah, I think they are. And honestly, with my daughter's situation, like the family's awesome. They're super down to earth and very cool. The situations and the places where they are and what they're doing is just so radically different than, my life and how we live. That you're just like, wow, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts. So, yeah. My daughter found out she's not going to be home for Christmas, so she's got to work. So
is that the first time you guys haven't spent Christmas together?
Yeah, I think so. So it's going to be kind of a different vibe.
Where will she be? Traveling with the family overseas?
Yeah, she has to go work. Yeah.
What town will she be in?
I don't know if it's a town. I don't even know. It's called the Maldives or something like that. It's
the Maldives.
Maldives?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
that is fancy as shit.
It's a chain of islands that are south of India.
Wow.
That sounds like some rich shit.
It is. That is so exclusive.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm like, I can't even pronounce it.
The Maldives?
Yeah, well, I don't know what this place is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've seen it. I've seen it on Instagram. It looks fantastic.
Okay,
Is
so it's
Fancy fuck.
it's fancy fuck land.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's So we'll be
Gosh,
here.
Caitlin gig make me want to be a nanny.
I know. Does she get holiday pay as well, just to make this the most awesome job ever?
I don't know. I don't know about that, but it is fascinating. I mean, she just
It's good pay what she's making. Her regular salary is great.
She does well with that, and then just it's funny the situations and places and people she winds up with. She's like, "Have you ever heard of Blow?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah." So it's kind of fascinating. So it's a different world. It is kind of a cool thing. Yeah, if you can get into it and you're good with that. I mean, there's sacrifices you got to make in your life, but I think just seeing it's fascinating.
Oh,
you'll
be here for Christmas. Bitterman, cut her a check of $10,000.
Yeah, I don't know if they hand around the cash like that, but
That's how I think rich people handle it.
It's crazy. All righty, let me see here. Y'all ready for a weekend?
Oh,
yeah, baby. I know that. I'm pretty excited for it. So we got a whole bunch of fun stuff going on. And check out also, too, because Jaybird's been putting up some fun little videos, Vlad cams and all that on our YouTube. So we're trying to drop some new stuff there.
The sexiest is Jaybird bathing with Vlad.
That's on our TikTok. Not doing that good there, but it's all right. TikTok never does good.
Nothing does good on TikTok.
TikTok does not like our Vlad content.
I mean, as sexy as you made it, I can't imagine that thing doesn't have a million hits.
By the way, I'll bring back that Vlad cam. I think there's more to do with that thing.
Hey, I think I think you should. People like it. It's doing all right. Some crazy stuff. People just want to put something on the tube and go about their weekend, and you can provide that for them. So go and follow, subscribe to while you're there. Go to YouTube, look for the KVJ Show. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Goodbye.